There was a time when I was a kid when I wanted to kill myself. I wanted my dad in my life. I had heard stories about my dad. I grew up in the same neighborhood that my dad grew up in. So he was just already larger than life to me. And to have a male figure who's, a manly man and strong and fast and can fight and attractive and just all those things as a young man, to know that that's who my father was, I wanted to know him.
I had been a drug dealer on and off in a way that no one knew, because I had two lives, and I lived that really good. And it became a part of my personality that when I had kids, I didn't stop to think about any of that. It was just about that identity of being a drug dealer, because that's what my dad did.
The first time I saw my dad, I was 6 years old. I remember he was at my grandmother's house, and I went over there to see him. I walked in the house, and he and a friend were sitting at the table watching a football game. And I remember him being a huge guy. I remember him being really strong. I could just see it in his presence. And I don't know what it is about being a kid. It made me excited. It made me feel powerful to see my dad as this, strong guy. And he embraced me, and I embraced him. And then he kind of just went back to watching the game. And I remember wanting to engage him more and just kind of sitting there wondering, what do I do? I wanted to be safe, I wanted somebody to protect and provide and take care of me. And I think only my dad could do that.
I had this desire to do different and be a father and be there. And something came on in me to want that, but I couldn't, because I was a fugitive and my lifestyle was still the same. And I knew someday that I would be going to prison, but I still wanted that. And I just didn't know how, and I felt like a failure. Now I'm in prison now with a sentence of 22 years. I'm still the same drug dealer who just don't know.
While he was in prison, he reached out to me, and kind of let me know he was there and he loved me and this, that, and the other. Once I was 13, I probably went out there once a year, either Christmas or summertime, to go and visit him. And that was always a highlight to me. He had gotten saved in prison. And I think that's when he wanted to go deep with me, once he got saved. He really wanted to build a relationship with me, and he wanted to be a father. We went the deepest when I came to the Lord. Once I accepted Christ, then golly, we had something in common that was the center of our lives, that united us in an entirely different way. We began to develop a friendship in a lot of ways. It's mind-blowing, honestly. And I'm so excited for what God is doing in our lives. I mean, let me be honest, there's still a ton of growth for us. There's still lots of room for us to grow. I still have feelings of I need to keep this together, or is my dad going to explode or be angry or this, that, and the other. But we've come a long way. We've come a long, long way. Man, your kids just want your love. They don't want you to come and have all the answers or be a drill sergeant or try to be the father now. They just want you to love them and listen to them. And if you have an opportunity to share something and they're willing to let you do that, do it. But more than anything, they just want you to be there, to encourage them, to love them. They're just looking for you.